Jake and the Cheetin Cheetah. A story for Dylan and Jake by Dad, May 2020. There once was an explorer called Jake. His latest adventure was a wildlife safari on the Great Plains of Africa. He was walking under a tree when he heard a voice say, "Excuse me, this is my tree." This startled Jake, as he had not noticed anyone in the area and could not see a soul as he glanced in all directions. "Did you hear me? This is my tree, and I don't like anyone else coming anywhere near it." The voice was coming from above. Looking up, he could see 4 large paws dangling from a branch of the tree. Attached to the paws were 4 spotty legs, which led to the unmistakable sight of a big cat. Jake recognized the animal immediately. It was a cheetah, the fastest land animal in the world. Then the animal said, quite simply and without fuss, "I'm going to eat you." "You can't eat me. I'm an explorer," Jake replied in astonishment. The cheetah appeared to think about this, as if he'd never eaten an explorer before, and wasn't quite sure what one would taste like. "I tell you what, I'll have you a race. If you win, you can continue with your exploring. If I win, I'm going to eat you for my dinner." Without waiting for a reply, the cheetah dropped to the ground beside Jake and announced, "Follow me, we will race now, before I get hungry." News travels fast on the Great Plains, and when they got to the starting line, a crowd of excited animals had already assembled to watch the race. There were monkeys, rhinos, hyenas, tigers, hippos, lions, elephants, and giraffes. The elephants blew a fanfare as Jake and the cheetah approached. One of the giraffes stepped forward to greet them and reminded them of the rules, which simply amounted to not setting off until he said so. It turned out that such races had become quite a common event recently, and that giraffes made the best referees, as they had an excellent view looking down on the starting line from above. The giraffe announced, "Welcome, one and all, to this exciting race between the Cheetin Cheetah, the champion cheetah, and the contender today, Jake the man-child." With this, the animals all cheered in their own ways. The monkeys whooped, the tigers roared, and the lions too, and the hyenas laughed in giddy delight. Jake asked where they were racing to, as all he could see was the wide open space of the grasslands stretching out before them. The cheetah explained, "You run straight ahead for half a mile until you come to a tree full of vultures. Turn right and go for another half a mile until you come to a herd of rhinos grazing. Turn right again and head for a half a mile until you come to a large watering hole. There, turn right once more for the half a mile home stretch to a large boulder." And with that, the giraffe started the countdown. "On your marks, get set, go!" The cheetah leapt with a single bound into an early lead. But Jake, who was the fastest runner in his school, found to his amazement that he soon caught up with the cheetah and overtook it. What Jake did not realize was that this particular cheetah was not the fastest animal on land, and had resorted to cheating in order to win races. As Jake's lead grew, the cheetah seized his opportunity and made not for the tree of vultures, or indeed the grazing rhinos. No, the cheetah made a beeline for the watering hole, the last stop before the home straight to to the finishing line at the boulder. The cheetah knew he had plenty of time, so jogged all the way. Meanwhile, Jake was making great progress, and had turned right at the tree, and was now close to turning right at the grazing rhinos. The cheetah, now at the watering hole, looked up at the blazing midday sun, and then down at the cool, refreshing water. Plenty of time for a drink, he decided. Lowering his head, he began to lap with his tongue at the water's edge. Little did he know he was being watched. Not only by eyes below the surface of the water, but now also by the keen eyes of Jake, who could make out the cheetah in the distance as he approached. Moments later, a large crocodile lunged forward and grabbed one of the cheetah's front legs between its jaws and started to pull the big cat into the murky depths of the watering hole. Jake arrived just in time to spot a fallen tree branch, which he used to poke the crocodile, forcing it to let go of the cheetah. The cheetah then bit onto the stick, and Jake pulled the soggy moggy out onto dry land. He was also a sorry moggy, and asked Jake to forgive him for suggesting he would eat him, and above all, for being a cheat. Jake helped the limping cheetah to walk the final half a mile to the boulder at the finishing post. As they came within a few steps of the finish, the cheetah told Jake that he deserved to win and to cross the line first, which Jake did. The animals all cheered even louder than they had done at the start. Not only had a man-child beaten the cheetah, he was also a hero for saving him from the jaws of the crocodile. From that day forth, the animals called the man-child Jake, the fastest explorer in the world. And the cheetah, well, he became the most humble land animal in the world. The end.